wonder if Adam the Woo went down this road with the Uber driver or whatever, however the ride he got. I don't know if it was an Uber driver or some person he met, but he parked outside the city, made his opening slate, or what's the opening statement? You know, this is the Daily Woo, that thing, probably somewhere outside the city. So we're gonna find out exactly where he got out of in just one moment. The place is called Elm Place, because if you do a little screenshot, you can, oh look, a bird right here. Look at this pigeon. This pigeon has no fear right here. The reason why is because it's a city bird. And they absolutely have no fear. Hey pigeon, do you have any fear? Any fear at all? Do you know how my car weighs about over a ton? It'll squash you? No fear at all? That ball thing right there, you see it? Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. I wonder if Abraham Zapruder, is that how you say his name, Abraham? Let's say Abraham. I wonder if Abraham walked down this road before he filmed JFK. He didn't shoot JFK, did he? Did Abraham shoot JFK? He filmed him. Oh, he filmed him. He shot him with a camera?
Mm-hmm. Shot him with the camera.
Well, he filmed him with a camera.
Filmed him.
Filmed.
Filmed.
Same as kind of shooting. He didn't shoot him with a bullet, the sniper bullet. Abraham Zapruder. Mm-hmm. He filmed him with a camera, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, we gotta go this way. All right. So we're wondering if he walked down this road that fateful day when JFK took a lead poisoning to the head by Lee Harvey Oswald. And we're wondering if Zapruder, Abraham Zapruder? We're gonna say Abraham. I'm wondering if he actually did walk down this very road right here. Do you think that's kind of like a version of him right now? Just walking along. He's got a camera in his pocket, right? A lot of people do. Right? Those are famous hotels right there, the Mosaic. I wonder if that was there in 1963. See it? The Mosaic. They're still famous today. Those hotels over there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not a hotel, it's actually an apartment complex.
Apartment complex. But
I'm wondering if it was a hotel in 1963. Or if it was an apartment complex or an office building. Look, an airplane in the sky. Okay, we are approaching Elm Place, where Abraham Zapruder may have been that faithful day when JFK was assassinated. And it says it's right here. Adam the Woo didn't show a whole lot when he did his little vlog, so he's very, very hard to follow. Oh, look, a kitty cat.
There.
Look right there. It's a kitty cat right there on the wall. Look at that. iPhone. It's an iPhone thing of a kitty cat. It's a kitty cat right there.
Oh, that's a big kitty cat.
Yeah, a big kitty cat.
Oh.
Do you see something called Elm Place? See if you can see anything called Elm Place.
Maybe it don't exist.
You don't think it exists? It's imaginary? We're still looking. Well, anyway, I went to Elm Place to see if Zapruder, the Zapruder place where Zapruder worked.
So we don't have an address?
No, it's not. It just says Elm Place on the outside. I did a screenshot of it. of the home movie that changed the world. It's Adam the Woo, or TDW, the Daily Woo, 1693 is the number behind it. So 1,693 daily vlog on the Daily Woo channel. Well, we're gonna look, see if we can find it. So we're going to find it by a big building. So he stood by a big building, or down the road from a big building. And from the direction of his camera, we're going to line the shot up about the same. But we have to find that building. The building is a very famous Dallas building. It's got X's on it. I think as a kid, we'd call it the X building, because there's X's that go all the way down the building, or on the side of the building. Little X's like lights. We're going to see if we can find that building. Do you see a building with X's down that way?
How do you know it has X's?
Because you can see that it has X's. At least they changed it. That's Chase. That's the Chase building. I think it's that building right there. Right there. It's that building. It's a version of that building right there. That guy's being difficult. Right there. See it? That's the building he's talking about. I'm pretty sure. All right, we don't know for sure if it was that building because of the way the sun was. But I think they may have changed one of the buildings since the filming location. Or I mean, what is that? The trailing of Abraham Zapruder location. It's a very well-known building, and it's got X's on it. The X's go down the side of it. Ooh, that's cool right there. Do you see the building with X's on it? A lot of them over that way, though. A lot of buildings over that way. We'll look for the buildings. We'll find the big building, and we'll find it. It'll take some time, but he'll let us know. And we're looking for the building with the X on it. Do you actually know, Harley? Harley doesn't know. We're gonna zip back around and see if we can find it. That's a famous 7-Eleven right there. We're growing up. It's a 7-Eleven that you come to right before you get deep on Elm, which is Deep Elm. There's some big buildings over here, but we don't see an X. Oh, I found it. Right there. It's right down that way. It's a building right down this way. I just saw the X with the corner of my eye. My dad used to call me Eagle Eye. It's that building right over there. The X is right over there. The X that marks the spot. It's that building right over that way. Oh, you can? You sure? Yeah, you can.
No left, except buses.
Except buses? It says bikes. It's like another 48 hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. Only it's Linda and Cole kind of thing. I'm just joking. That's exactly what it is.
There's a big flying through it. Except
Yeah, I know. We're fine. We got a yellow light.
Seriously, babe.
Yeah. That's fine.
Are we on the right side of the
Yeah, we're on the right side. Okay, that's the building. The jagged building. It's next to the building with the X. So there's a building with an X and there's a jagged building. That's how we're gonna find it. That one's the jagged building, and then one on the side is the one with the X. Because you can see the jagged ones in the actual vlog. There's a jagged building right here. Somewhere along the jagged building is a building with an X on it, on the side of it. That's how you find Zapruder, or Abraham Zapruder's place where he worked. His place of work, right? Ooh, punk rock guy. And there it is. Here it is. I see the spire. The spire's on the other side. So we got to find the right road that goes down there, and we'll find the angle. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so the jagged building that we're going to find the angle on is where the red brick building is, where Abraham Zapruder worked. The guy who photographed JFK, or moving photographs of JFK. He did moving photographs of JFK as his head exploded and Lee Harvey Oswald shot him. That's the jagged building. And then we go down this way, right over here to the right. And there's going to be a building with an X on it right over to the left. That's where Adam the Woo was when he was filming, or when he was videoing Abraham Zapruder's place of work. Oh, they're from out of town, Tampa Bay. Okay, Elm Street's right here, so Elm Place, that makes a lot of sense. I think my guess is it's down this way, okay? But I'm gonna show you the building, or is that the building? That may be the building right there. I can't really tell though. The guy's not really letting me do that though. There's the jagged building right there. So that's part of the jagged building here. So that's the jagged building. This part right here is the Renaissance Tower. So it's in juxtaposed to that building, because both those buildings are both in the shot. I just saw the tower. I saw the tower when we were going around this way. This is the Weston building there. So it's somewhere along this side over here, and you can see it, especially at night. You can see the which building that was, but this is actually Elm right here. It's green though, right? No wonder they shot JFK. My God, they're crazy here. Okay, so that one actually is one of the buildings. It's the jagged building. So one of the X buildings is probably somewhere in this area. Yeah, it's not that one, but it's one of them. You see it anywhere? Remember the one with the big spire on the top of it? Should have an X on it. Here, hang on for a second. Do something real quick. Copyright? What's up? There's another jagged building on the other side. There. Right down this way. That's it right there. That's behind. It's one behind us. Hang on. It's that one. Okay, give me a second. That's the building with the X. Right there. It's got the weird spire on the top of it. Weird antenna on the top. Right there. That building is on the other side of Elm. Right there. It's that building. That's not where he worked, but that's how we're going to find out where he worked. Ooh, look. It's the eyeball. See it? The building number that he did not give in his vlog is 501 Elm. And we're on Elm right here. So that's the one he didn't give. He didn't give that information. We'll be passing what's called the Majestic, which has actually a background for that in the movie. Jim Carrey, the Majestic. But also known as the Majestic as Adam the Woo's drone. He calls it the Majestic. Do you know Lenny Bruce started in Dallas? It's actually a true story. Hey, look, there's Amazon, because Prime is now owned, or actually MGM is owned by Prime Video. So that's actually MGM. Look, the Majestic.
Cool.
Okay, we're about to find it right here. It's 501 Elm. That's Dahl Tex, or how do you say it? Dahl Tex, like textile. Dahl Textile. That's where Abraham Zapruder worked. It was Dahl Textile, or something like that. But it's right down this way. Right, sweetie?
Mm-hmm.
You're reading about JFK, so we can get all this JFK information about. You could read about Abraham Zapruder. Go to his Abraham Zapruder wiki. I was reading about him earlier. That would be real helpful. I mean, you don't want to be too helpful, but just go around this way. Anyway, we're almost there. Through the dirty mirror that they threw, there's a white building where he was walking. That's behind him. And right over this way, 501 Elm, is where Abraham Zapruder actually worked. So it was almost like it was meant to be. I haven't get a message. Okay. There's the Walworth. I used to work on the other side of that, I think. Oh, look, the backside of the eyeball. Isn't that cool? Ooh, they're in a hurry. Oh, look, there's the pool. See, sweetie, look. On top of that one, it's the pool. On top of that hotel. There's a pool up there.
There's a big bus behind me.
Oh, there's a bus behind me. You know that pool? There's a,
A pool?
yeah, a swimming pool. That hotel, the real famous one. Remember the famous hotel?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember.
It's real famous. It's like the Adolfo or something like that. Sounds like the Adolfo.
Yeah, I think it started with an A.
Is it Adolfo? Something like Adolfo? We missed it. The guy just threw a ball at the...
I know, and that guy hopped out of that truck. I thought they were about to get in a fire.
They're actually extras for the film. Yeah, you made it. Oh.
Little ball. Foil? I don't know. Plastic? I don't know what it is.
All right, so we're very close to the textile building where Abraham Zapruder worked. I wonder if it was the Westin. Well, anyway, JFK was assassinated on this road right here, which is the backside of Elm. But he wasn't assassinated here. He didn't go down this way, though, before the assassination. He went down another road. But he was on this actual road during the assassination. And this road is called Elm. That's the JFK assassination point, like right here. But 501 Elm is what they're showing where he worked. So I don't know if that's the case or not. But this is 501 Elm right here. Yep, I think he was right. It's one of these buildings right here. So JFK was riding along here. And Lee Harvey Oswald was right up there on the 6th floor of the book depository
501.
building,
Oh.
501, he was right here. Okay. So Lee Harvey Oswald was right up there. Zapruder worked very close to this area. Shot came down from here and assassinated John F. Kennedy right there.
Fitzgerald Kennedy.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy, JFK?
JFK.
Okay.
The 75th President of the United States was assassinated on Friday, November 22nd, 1963 at 12:30 p.m. Central Time in Dallas,
Right after
Texas.
lunch.
While riding in a presidential motorcade through Dealy Plaza, Kennedy was riding with his wife Jacqueline, Texas Governor John Conley, and Conley's wife Nellie when he was fatally shot by Lee Harvey Oswald, who was a former U.S. Marine. Remember, you can't turn.
It's right there.
Turn.
Just hang on, give me 2 seconds. Zapruder worked in this building right here. One of these buildings. But he did work there. And when he got out, we're going to show where he went. This little shot, when Adam the Woo did it, you can see that actual building right there. That's the building. And Zapruder worked, I believe, maybe here or there or over here. And one of these adjacent buildings right next to the assassination. Because in the shot where Adam the Woo's talking about, he moves the shot over and you can see that building right over this way. But he didn't give the address to it. But we do know where Dealy Plaza is. One of these buildings is basically where Zapruder was when he walked over. So we'll get to the facts later when we take a train here and we can be on foot. But these are some of the buildings here that are still pretty much almost the same. Zapruder walked down these roads right here, this sidewalk right here, and made a right-hand turn on Record, and I don't know if it was called Record back then, and he turned right down this way. Is that good, Swing? Mm-hmm. He's taking cranberry pills. And turned down this road right here on foot. He walked on foot down here, and on this corner right here is where he filmed the assassination. Never resist the coup. Never resist the coup. Never resist. Anyway, so this is actually where Lee Harvey Oswald was. Right down this way. He was right there on the 6th floor. Did I tell you not to pull that down? Start reading. Just read stuff.
JFK, which is John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, was assassinated on Friday, November 22nd, 1963 at 12:30 p.m. Central Time in Dallas, Texas, while riding in a presidential motorcade through Dealy Plaza. Kennedy was riding with his wife Jacqueline, Texas Governor John Conley, and Conley's wife Nellie.
stood right here at this angle right here. Filmed it, which you cannot see right here. And the film went all the way through here. And JFK was assassinated. It happened at about 12:30ish on 11/22/63, November 22nd, 1963. And Zapruder stood right here. He changed the way we look at cinema, just like I am doing now. He stood right here. Right there. The man was killed. John F. Kennedy was killed. It changed history, and now we look at cinema that day. Now, he could have walked way over here. Could have walked way over here, but he didn't. He didn't choose to walk there. He chose that spot right there. Perfect. You can't even see where the sniper was. He chose that perfect spot right there, as if he knew. But no one knows if he knew. But that was the perfect spot for filming the assassination. You couldn't get better. All right. And we're off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. There's right there. Fell about 12:30ish of time, hitting JFK through the neck. Not killing him quite. And then the second shot bounced off the road, and the third shot blew the top of his head off on the right-hand side, causing him to go back and to the left, back and to the left. They're big fans of the show. Yeah, but see, you got 2 greens there. He ran that light. Yeah, he ran it. And there's Dealy Plaza.
I just didn't want you to go straight because I don't think you could have went straight.
That's Dealy Plaza.
Yeah.
That also is a famous statue too. Roll your window down here. Very good, thank you, sweetie. And that guy's a traitor. No, I'm just joking. We're headed to Rainbow Vomit. It's amazing that Zapruder knew exactly where to stand, though. That was like a great angle. You know, he was probably just trying to get the president at that moment, you know. He's also from Duncanville, Dallas. But this is a famous area, too, of Dallas, too. This place right here. It's a famous hotel. Or is it a hotel? What is that, sweetie? A hotel? Yeah, it is a hotel.
That's a flying
It's called the Omni.
Oh.
That's the Omni right there. This was used in the film Tree of Life by Terrence Malick, which an actor friend of mine, Charlie Baker, worked with in another film. But in Tree of Life, that was actually used right there by Terrence Malick. Tree of Life. In the film Tree of Life. Right, sweetie? What are you reading about? JFK?
Yeah, JFK.
JFK and the assassination. Abraham Zapruder, I believe is this guy's name that filmed it. That's what you were talking about
Texas
earlier.
School Book Depository.
No, that's not that, sweetie. That's something else. You got to say what it is. It's
City
City of Dallas. Pretty much, it's a legalistic building.
What is it?
It's a legalistic building.
What does that mean?
It means it has to do with law.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look, they're getting married.
They're not getting married.
Well, it's engagement photos.
Maybe.
It's where lawyers go and police officers and judges and stuff like that. That big building that we're looking at. We're headed to Rainbow Vomit. She'll be there. We're just going to go on the outside of it, just kind of look at it. Rainbow Vomit is the next part of the section. Now, Abraham Zapruder did visit this building as well, right off of Harwood. It does have something that says Scottish Rite on the top of it, and he was familiar with this building. If you know what Abraham Zapruder did in this building, leave a comment. It's right off Young and Harwood. It's a very famous building, and it was here when JFK was assassinated. And Abraham Zapruder had something to do with Scottish Rite. He was very active in.
But how do you say it? C-A-T-H-E-D-R-A.
Right. He was very active in his community, and he had something to do with that building. He either walked by it. There was some kind of connection. He was connected to a lot of Dallas. Ooh, look at this new building right over here. It's a new building, brand new one. They're erecting this new building right here. Brand new building. So Adam the Woo called it the home movie that shocked the world. For all you English professor buttholes that need it to be completely perfect, it's the home movie that shocked the world, is what Adam the Woo titled TDW 1693. Major technology, baby. Now, we're going to be passing an area that's close to the bomb factory. Very, very close to the bomb factory. You can see it. The Ramones played there. The Ramones played there, baby. The Ramones did. Now, when I went there, I saw Fugazi. I saw the band Fugazi. And we had to bring our own beer. There was no air conditioning. And it had a floor that was, anyway, that's what it looks like right here. You can see some drummers, and that is basically the bomb factory. Very famous rappers have gone there. Willie Nelson's performed there. The Ramones performed there. Fugazi, one of my favorite punk bands. A lot of people have performed there. Got a skater, Deep Ellum. Doing ollie. He didn't hear me. But a lot of people performed at the bomb factory. It's very famous. Only better if you're more famous. The more famous person, the better, right? It's all about fame, baby. Fame equals better. The quality and everything's better if you're famous. Look at that, it says novel on it right there. I wonder what that is. Okay, true story. I bought my first leather jacket in this area at a place called Moda. It was called Moda. And you could buy leather jackets, Doc Martens, all the punk rock gear. It's on the other side of Elm. Well, you have to go on this street. But that's where I bought my first leather jacket. It was not too far from this area. We're headed to Rainbow Vomit. Blah, rainbow style. Blah, rainbow Vomit. Okay, this is the area of Rainbow Vomit. So it's going to be in this area right next to Fair Park. That's what that is. Fair Park, where Big Tex is. Where Big Tex lives. Hi, everybody. I'm Big Tex. Ho, ho, ho. Big Tex. Okay, right over this way is where it's at. Did you look it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We're looking up the guy who hit Kurt Cobain. We're doing a multi drive-bys.
No, while Cobain was crowd surfing, he hit stage hand Turner Van
Barton.
Barcum.
Barcum?
Yeah.
How does it spell? Spell it out.
BLARCUM.
Blartum. How do you say it? Blartum?
Blarcum. I don't know. Blarcum.
Blarcum? Spell it. Just spell it out.
BLACRUM.
Blarcum.
With this guitar.
There it is, right here. They're closed. It's rainbow vomit.
That's
Wonder
what it
what
looks
time.
like.
Wonder what time they're even open anyway. They've got a full parking lot though, right here. Oh my God! This is the same guy that was behind me. All right. We're gonna go around that side right here. Just give me a second. There's two other famous buildings while you're leaving Dallas. One of them is known as the Anatole. And that's the Anatole Hotel. We're right there. We're right here. And that is the Anatole. Another famous one is the Renaissance Hotel, which looks like a big cigarette lighter, also known as the Cigarette Lighter Building. And that one's that one right there. And that's the Anatole. And that is the Renaissance Hotel. You know, one thing that makes me mad about the Zapruder thing is that he had a chance to probably be quite the documentary filmmaker after he had, you know, not killed, I'm sorry, he didn't kill it. Zapruder didn't kill anybody. But after Zapruder had filmed JFK, he had a chance to probably go off into Hollywood, or probably a real good chance of going off in Hollywood and becoming quite the success. But the government got a hold of him. I don't know what official Secret Service or some Secret Service or the people that were in charge of the investigation, and they confiscated his footage. But he volunteered it. He said, you can have the footage. So he gave it away. He said, you can have the footage, it's yours. But from that point on, he became the most famous home movie maker ever. Home movie maker. A home movie maker. He became very famous, and he was very adamant about filming, and you know, he was you know, serious about it, right, sweetie? He was always doing it, or he wouldn't have got JFK. You know, he wouldn't have filmed JFK. So his passion took him into fame and celebrity, because he became a celebrity after that film was confiscated. But I think if he would have held on to the footage, I think he would have got involved in the filmmaking process in a professional way. I think he probably would have, because he would have had that footage. But the government actually confiscated it, and I think they still have it even today. In a way, they stole it from him. You know, they say, we highly suggest that you give us this footage, you know. And Zapruder was like, you can have it, you know. Cheesecake Factory, baby. Something's wrong with that guy's door.
I know, that's right.
But I like the idea that Gus Van Sant did shot by shot Psycho from Alfred Hitchcock. So he actually did the whole film pretty much angle to angle, shot by shot, word for word almost, pretty much. And he was able to do that shot by shot. I thought that was kind of cool. And so what my original idea was, what I wanted to do was I wanted to go to TDW, the Daily Woo, 1693, the home movie that shocked the world. And I wanted to do the entire thing shot by shot. But the reason I couldn't do that is because it takes a lot of planning to follow a vlog shot for shot, or even a movie, you know. Especially a movie. No one's done a vlog where it did shot by shot the entire filming locations of a movie, but a vlogging locations shot by shot. But not even that, but just a shot by shot film by film, you know, like video by video, you know what I mean? Like the exact replica of someone else's vlog. And that takes a lot of planning and a lot of time, but I went relatively in the same area. But to really get a shot-by-shot capture of someone else's vlog would be very, very difficult to do, which is what I wanted to do, at least some of it. But it turned out that I didn't. It turned out I did something else. You know, I ended up doing another type of vlog. But I'm still going to put it down as a PSS vlog. But it was a vlogging location of, and then TW 1693 or TW, the Daily Woo 1693, the home movie that shocked the world. The vultures are out today. Hey, look, Ollie's Karaoke. Ollie's Bargain Outlet.
They get gas like now.
You can see the difference between the two lights. Right there, you have this light, and then you have that light. And that doesn't make sense on that road right there. Needs to be fixed because that is a one-way road. There's no other street sign there. It's just very, very confusing. There's the vultures.
It's just right. Give me some time to play with the cat. I was thinking of like doing shake and bake.
Shake and bake sounds good.
So let's see, shake and bake stuff's always over there by what, the cornmeal stuff?
That sounds good.
Where's it at? I said I made shake and bake, and I think I'd use the tender ones.
So what are we making?
What are we making tonight?
What are we making?
What are we making?
That's what the show's called. What are we making?
What are we making?
The Linda and Cole. Welcome to the Please Subscribe Show. I'm Cole,
This is Linda.
and we're cooking
$2.29 shaved chicken breast buffalo. Hold on, I gotta wash my fork. It's actually our first meal for the day. I personally have tried this once. I kind of don't like the texture because it's shaved, but it was friendly budget-wise. And then usually I'm horrible at doing rice because it usually gets stuck to the bottom of the pan. So I put 2 cups of water. I did let it simmer. This one is pretty good. Got the bell peppers in it, sweet tomato sauce. Now I need to... Oh, I've already got the dishes cleaned over here. And here's our salad right here. We also got this discounted too. It's a strawberry rose choc kit salad. Personally don't use all the dressing because it's kind of sugary and not the bestest for you. Alright, so put that in there. This had raw chicken in it, so we need to get rid of that.
Gotta be careful with the chicken.
Alright, so we got chicken rice. Oh, we can't forget, we are going to add a little bit of cheese to this when it's done in about 2-3 minutes. Cheese.
Cold jam.
And these are the little boats that we bought. The little boats. We also bought those for... 85 cents. Well, people have to eat, but I'm a budget shopper.
They gotta look.
One time I used to dig in the
look just
dumpsters
for a
trying to
second.
find coupons.
There we go. That's what we're having. And we'll show you the after results in just one moment. Okay. So Linda, the final result of her cooking. So what's it called?
This is our buffalo chicken.
Buffalo chicken. So I can hear you better. Hang on just for a second.
Alright, so look at this cute little whole wheat, little banana boats.
That's a good idea.
With some buffalo chicken. I left for a few minutes and looked like he tagged a little bit. But